This series of videos is intended to provide the sport of obedience with a clear explanation of the individual obedience exercises, procedures, and scoring. It is not intended to be the only resource, and participants in the sport are encouraged to attend judges' seminars and above all read the regulations. This is not an AKC product. It is based on the obedience regulations and shares the interpretations of many AKC judges. KPS takes full responsibility for its content. In order to best understand the regulations, they should be studied. Section 3 tells us that the maximum score for the heel on leash and a figure 8 is 40 points. The team must retain at least 20.5 points in order to qualify in this exercise. The figure 8 exercise follows the heel on leash exercise. As is true with the heel on leash exercise, the principal feature of the exercise is the ability of the dog and handler to act as a team. If you have not viewed our heel and leash exercise video, we encourage you to do that before watching this video. The figure 8 exercise is essentially the same as the heel and leash exercise, with the addition of the team negotiating 2 cones or other similar objects. The cones will be placed at 8 feet apart. We will begin by watching the exercise in its entirety and then break it down into its elements.
Figure 8.
Get close. Push. Get close.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Forward.
When heel.
Halt. Forward.
When heel.
Halt. Exercise finished.
Now let's take a closer look by breaking it down. The exercise will begin with the handler and dog midway between the 2 cones facing the judge. The dog will begin the exercise sitting at the handler's left side in heel position. The dog does not have to be in perfect heel position, since the first sit in any exercise is not scored. This does not mean the handler should not endeavor to have the dog sitting straight. It simply means that it isn't scored. The judge will ask the handler if he or she is ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
The handler must
Forward.
respond
When
in the
heel.
affirmative before the exercise can begin. Saying ready or yes or something similar will tell the judge that he or she may start the exercise. A nod of the head will also work. If the handler is not ready, he or she should say no. This clearly tells the judge that the handler is unprepared to begin the exercise. Once the handler is ready to begin, tell the judge.
Are you ready?
A handler that takes an inordinate amount of time to indicate that they are ready may appear not to have control of the dog. This could result in a miscellaneous penalty.
Ready.
The orders for the figure 8 will be: are you ready? Forward. Halt. Forward. Halt. And exercise finished. Compliance to the judge's orders is important. The handler nor the dog should begin prior to the judge's order. The handler must wait until the judge says exercise finished before releasing the dog. The handler has a reasonable time to comply with the judge's orders. However, compliance should be relatively quick.
Exercise finished.
After the handler indicates that he or she is ready, the judge will give the first order. The order will be forward. The handler and the dog will proceed forward around each cone. The handler can go in either direction first. The handler must walk briskly around and between each cone twice. The judge will order a halt during the exercise and one at the end of the exercise. The judge will never order an about turn, a fast, or a slow during the exercise. The handler may give a signal or command to begin the heeling. This is true at the beginning and after the first halt. Additional commands will be scored. A handler that gives multiple additional commands should expect to receive a non-qualifying score. The judge determines when additional commands demonstrate that the handler has lack of control of the dog. The handler should expect some movement by the judge in this exercise. The judge is required to view the dog's position as it performs the exercise and should be in a position to determine the accuracy of heeling and sitting in the heel position. Just as in the heel on leash exercise, minor or substantial deductions shall be made for lagging, heeling wide, forging, crowding, poor sits, failure to sit at a halt, or other heeling imperfections. Deductions should also be made for the handler who guides the dog with the leash, any tightening or jerking of the leash, or who does not walk at a brisk pace. The dog should adapt to the movement of the handler and not the other way around. Adapting to the dog is scoreable to the point of non-qualifying. When we say that the dog must adapt to the handler, this is best shown in the turns around the cones. On the inside turn, the dog must slow down in order to stay in heel position. In the outside turn, the dog must speed up in order to stay in heel position. In the regulations, the sections on the heel and leash in Figure 8 exercise specifically state that the hands must be in a natural position, but do not require that they be at the handler's side while heeling on leash. The hands should move naturally if held at the handler's side. However the hands are held, their position should not vary significantly during the performance. This is the conclusion of our video on the Novice Figure 8 exercise. We encourage you to read the obedience regulations and if possible attend live or web-based AKC Judges seminars when they become available. Thank you for watching.